What's happening?
Get ready
Gents.
for us. We're going live.
Bruh.
Fellas.
It's a chance of the 3.5.
Cheers,
Wanna know the deal. What's going on?
Look at that, man.
What's up?
It's a chance of the 3.5 to be a fly on the wall. At the barbershop or gym, in the bathroom stall. Or when he's on his way from hanging out or work.
Hello.
At the end of the day, do you ever just want to get into a huddle to listen, rebuttal, or just plain understand what's happening in the cave of a man? Yeah.
Speak on it.
Of course.
3.5. Yeah.
All right.
Everybody in the family was talking about money when Bob dies. It was all about Bob's money when he was dying. Bob dies, money. And then indecisions were made and just unconfident minded thinking from the lawyers, from Chris Blackwell, and from some of the family members. How are we going to get rid of the band and take all the money?
Have you made a lot of money out of your music?
Money. I mean, how much is a lot of money to you?
Yeah, that's a good question. Are you a rich man?
When you mean rich, what you mean?
Do you have a lot of possessions? A lot of money in the bank?
Position make you rich? I don't have that type of richness. My richness is life, forever.
So, reggae icon Robert Nesta Bob Marley did not die a poor man, and his family escaped destitution. Thanks to the wealth he left behind from his years of musical dexterity, which shot him to global acclaim.
The singer's wife and family are now embroiled in a fierce dispute over Marley's estate, which may be worth as much as $35 million.
The Rastafarian faith prevented Marley from recognizing his own mortality. So of course, that means he could not do a will. What it did mean is that when he passed away, the laws in Jamaica determined who received his money and how.
Tell me. Can you tell me why you're so uptight about having your hair cut?
There he is. Look how big that hair is. Look at that hair. Look at that hair. These guys. What's up, fam?
Dude, what's up, fam? Look at you, Mr. Studio up in here.
He's big time.
He's glowing over there. Look at his face. His smile,
Oh man, I miss you guys.
You look good.
Thanks, man. You too, brother.
Thanks, man. My hair's a fucking mess, but
no, man, looks great. What was the first, guys? Jardé and Darren. What's the first thing I said? How big do you think Cody's hair is gonna be?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, right.
It looks great. I love it. I love long hair, Cody.
Oh yeah, man. It's honestly fun, dude. It just gets to live its own life up there, you know?
Yeah. It's liberating. It's liberating, man. Just
Cody, what are you drinking over there? Drinking that Miller?
Yeah, absolutely. Bro, no, just the Miller Lite, dude. Little lame over here on the Miller Light. You know, we're not going heavy tonight because this dude has to be up at 4:30 in the morning. So.
Oh wow, really?
Are you playing some disc golf tomorrow?
I'm actually going to be course managing a tournament tomorrow.
Oh, that's dope.
Oh, nice.
So, hold up, check this out. I'm going to flip my video around. Hold on, zoom. So, this is my PC build, and it's hard to see right now, but like I made this I built this PC, and this entire case and most of the things that are in this case are the exact like replications of what Zach, sorry, I'm getting this thing up so you can see it, of what Zach built. So we both just built our own computers, and we've been working on it together, trying to figure out like what we want to do and how to do it. Because one of his really, really good friends has built like 3 of his own, and which is cool. So this, God dang, if I want you to see, it's kind of cool. So like, yeah, there's like all you have the fans in there, and like that's the right there. That's the it's a processor. The graphics card will go in right there, and then that's like your power supply. You know, there's the power buttons.
And I wouldn't know the first thing to do any of that.
Those 2 things right there are the RAM memory. That's what makes your shit go fast. So yeah, it's just a lot. I I had to sit there and learn a lot about it.
That's
I always marvel at these things because I have a Mac and like I looking at the size of the desktop and I'm like, the way that these guys figured out how to do all of that and make it so compact.
That's crazy shit, bro.
Oh yeah. I actually that's what's crazy is in the laptops. I actually took my dad gave me some like scrappy laptop. It's actually not that bad. It's just a Dell that it runs really slow, and the reason is because it has 4 gigabytes of RAM memory, and which is not a lot. It's like the lowest amount. So he gave it to me, and he was like, "Well, if you just need a computer just to like mess around on or something, here you can have this." And I got it, and I was like, "Dad, this is a piece of shit, man. This thing doesn't run at all, bro. I can't even." Yeah, I was like, I can't even open Windows. Like I'm falling asleep before it opens, man. Shit,
crazy.
Like Windows, not even the Internet Explorer.
These were the times of dial-up, like. I remember
my
dial-up was 10 gigs. I had a 10 gig hard drive, and that was like the shit.
That was the shit. I remember dial-up actually as a kid. I do remember that vividly because I remember in the office where we had to go and like where everything was. It was all plugged into the office, dial-up and everything.
It was all full and then it...
That AOL sound.
Yes, dude. That painful, almost just like the worst sound ever, like the mosquito noise that you can hear. That's just painful. It's just like, oh god, it's just so painful. It's so painful.
Whoever does editing, I want them to drop the AOL connection sound into that little segment.
Drop it like it's hot. Yes, that's fucking gold. That's gold. It's gold. Well, how are you guys doing, man?
Man, welcome to the man cave, brother, of the Gents of the 3.5, man, where we talk about any and everything, man.
Honestly, a lot of the topics that are covered, Cody, are stuff that we'd be hanging out and drinking a beer over. That's the way that I like to like sort of describe our little podcast.
Yeah, man, it's just like exactly what it says, like a fly on the wall. Just listening to what goes on when you're just talking shit.
Yeah, and you're just talking shit and doing whatever, everything, like man. Just life as a whole.
How long is it gonna take? And I'm not asking for a specific amount of time, but like, how long is it gonna take for you to feel comfortable, like for someone being anywhere close into your personal space?
That's honestly a good question, and like it being the private space being invaded by somebody that isn't so personal, like maybe we are to each other, I'm not fazed by being like, I'm not fazed by hugging you dudes if I know you have a negative. If we know that we're taking care of each other, right, and all that,
exactly.
Absolutely not worried. And in those regards, I think that it is doing something miraculous to society, and the ways that we're having to interact with each other, because it's exactly what makes us who we are, and it's creating a newfound sense of like connectivity to one another. I don't know. I wouldn't say for worse, because I think that in a way it's gonna kind of shine some light on how we can look out for one another and respect one another. By first kind of, asking to be welcomed into that personal space before you go there. Because I think that a lot of people would, I know I would, some people that like, I may not know that well or something, that I'm really excited, or like, they've done something for yourself. I don't know. And you want to like give them a high five or a hug.
And you're like, oh.
And you're like, oh, damn, I can't do that. Really? Like, for instance, when I was disc golfing, it was like a few days before Christmas, and I hit an ace. I hit a hole in one in a tournament, in a mini tournament, but I won $200 off it. And when I threw it, through the trees, and I was like, damn, I hit the line. That's cool. And it's flying. I was like, oh, that's really cool. And then it got an air bump, and I was like, oh man, okay, that's gonna go in. And then boom, it just smashed the chains and went straight in the basket. And I instantly freaked out, like ultimate freak out, like screamed, jumped up and down. I ran directly backwards off the box at my 3 card mates, and was like literally about to jump at someone in their arms. And then I was like, no, I can't do that. It was, dude, It was like, yo, actually, like if I could give you one of these visuals, I was like, dude, I was running, I was like, down, it was like caught my legs in the air and shit. Instantly, I was like about to attack everyone. Then it's so funny though too, like how in such a short time, it still can be that quick of like a response, like, oh wait, don't do that.
Like, oh wait, I can't touch you.
Yeah, I can't touch you. Oh, I probably shouldn't be that close to you. Or, oh yeah, that's right. Like I like to go to World of Beer. It's a great place, and that's a local spot that I can just walk to from my apartment. And so ever since I've been living here, that's been the only spot I've ever really gone out to, because they have an outdoor patio, and they and on the inside they keep all their like sliding doors open, so it's like a huge, just like wide open area. And so I'll go outside and chill there, but even then, like sometimes I'll be sitting there and like someone will walk up and sit like at a table next to me. I'm like, wait a minute, what? Hold on, you can't sit there. You're not even allowed to sit there. Like the chair shouldn't even be there. Exactly. So then it takes me a minute sometimes to realize, like, oh damn, wait, we're still in this right now.
Yeah, you still.
It's weird.
Mindful of, yeah,
it's weird. And I don't know how it is like for you guys where you are. I mean, I know George, I'm sure New York, crazy. Jardé, where are you? Are you home?
I'm back in St. Lucia now.
Okay, so you're in St. Lucia. See, so yeah, I mean, like, I feel like here it's probably a what is it? Like heightened sense of that feeling that like, oh, damn, we're still in this. Yet everyone around me is like, no, we're good.
Yeah, George is being like, quite ignorant right now.
Right, exactly.
That is so true, man. That is so true. Like even today, I was heading to the supermarket, and everyone was like, "Yeah, we're in the pandemic, but fuck it, whatever." Like the lines, people wearing the mask if they feel like it, and we were like, "Wear the mask, just wear it,
just wear it." Like that. I mean, the crazy.
If not for you, for like other people.
Yeah, some people have like major anxiety over this stuff.
Yeah, I'm just like,
right. And some people have major health issues to where it can kill them, and it has been killing tons of people. And just because maybe, you know, a massive percent of the population isn't being highly affected by this, well, 400,000 Americans are dead from it. As at least somewhere around that number. So you've got a lot of people dead since this has happened, and to say it's just not real, like, or it's just I don't know.
I'm telling people like it's more than just if you get it. Okay, you might survive, you might be fine, but think of those around you.
Exactly.
That might not survive it. Like I know my body's strong. I'm good. But I can't afford to get it because my parents are not that strong. So So like, just
this is like kind of. It makes you think. Like this is kind of what I was saying. It makes you think about how you respect other people and how you take care of other people. I mean, like obviously with things that have happened like on a political scale that don't need talking about really. I mean, that's the state of the world's very crazy. At least the state of our country is very crazy, and the state of the world with the pandemic. So there's a lot of this like, when are people going to wake up and just realize like everybody's here to just get home, quote unquote. Yeah. Everybody's looking for a ride home. You know what I mean?
That's pretty much all it is, because I keep on telling people, especially for performance, everyone's like, oh, just find another job or just learn to do something else. I'm like, you can't say that to an artist. Like, this is our life. This is what we do. This is who we are. You can't just say, be someone else.
Randomly. Exactly. Like, oh, well, what are you going to do now that you can't go, like, prance around and make fairy tales? Okay, thanks. Like, yeah, okay, well, let me tell you, hey, just don't go do construction anymore. You know, there's nothing to build anymore. Just don't do it. So just, what else are you going to do? Like, are you kidding me? Like, and I keep on... There's always going to be needing buildings. So there's always going to need to be art. Like,
yeah, I keep on telling people, like, okay, think of it this way. Have you ever watched TV? Do you watch the news? Do you watch movies? Do you watch any kind of series of anything? That's art. All of these are actors. The music behind it, the orchestra behind it, everything is artists. Appreciate it. Value it.
Yes.
Because without that, life would be meaningless.
Yes, it would be very bland and boring, and I mean, like, I don't know that there's anywhere in history you can go back and find where the arts have not existed in the world, and when they have been not ever present, shit goes down, and not in a good way. Shit goes down.
Yeah, because I think even the furthest back I think we studied is even in like the 1400s, there was like the Gregorian chants. There was still music back then.
Yeah,
like,
absolutely. There was even in I mean, from what they can find from like hieroglyphs and stuff, and all these different cave drawings of sorts, and all this stuff is that they can find designs of like people dancing. You know, there's like from the Egyptians, from all things. There's because it's in a way of expression, and that is the way that like humans have done it since we've known to do it. When we were cavemen to coming up, that's where they found rituals and all of these motions and stompings and vocal everything. That's why all the evolution came from. It's like you can't kill the art because it's killing part of our humanity.
Exactly.
Because we make that, and I don't know. I think that's something that's cool that people sometimes just really have a tough time wrapping their head around. They just have a tough time, whether it is understanding it, but sometimes I think they don't choose to. They preconceive what they think it is, because they don't really, some people don't see it for more than what it might be at a base level, like we get to see. You know, we get to experience the process of making art and the process of feeling those instant moments of satisfaction and of depression and everything. Those instant moments that these people get in life when life just happens to them. We go through it every day because we are creating life.
Exactly, because you have to, whenever you perform in a song, you have to internalize that emotion and then bring it out. So like if a song is sadness, then you have to feel sadness in order to perform it properly. If it's happy, you gotta be happy to perform it. And you have to experience all of these emotions all in one performance. And people don't
all in 3 minutes. Go ahead and give me the most intense anger, sadness, love, and whatever that you've ever felt. Go. Yeah. Oh, but hey, but wait, before you do that, just be perfect. Okay, thanks. Bye. Like, be perfect. Thanks. Bye. You're like, oh yeah, no, you didn't hit that note quite good enough. You're not good.
The Gents